And yes, I'm glad I can hear myself.
And we're live. How does it feel to be on that side, Rochelle?
I'm liking it.
You're
This is much
liking it?
better. Yeah, this is much, much better.
Is it? All right. Okay, so we should go ahead and start before people come in, just so people know what we're going to be doing. So what we're going to do today is I'm Astaria, or Summer with AstariaSen, and Rochelle is from Amethyst Ascension, and we decided to get together and play some intuitive tarot Uno card games. Hi, Lady Night. Hi, Johnny. But we decided to do some tarot fun stuff with intuition, and Rochelle does some clairvoyant stuff on her side. So we're going to talk about that before we get involved. But we're going to talk about some intuition. Then we're going to do a lightning round, and then we're going to do some exercises, and then we're going to have frequently asked questions. So why don't you go ahead and tell them what we're going to do with intuition today?
All right. So the first thing that I really wanted to do was talk about what intuition is. Is it the same thing as being psychic? Just really all of us exploring together what we think intuition is. And so what I did was I went and looked at what the meaning, the definition is. And this is what the definition says. There's a couple of different things.
Okay.
First, it says the ability to understand something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning. Right along in the same thing, it says a thing that one knows or considers likely from instinctive feeling rather than conscious reasoning.
It's like
so
that gut.
The same thing.
Yeah, so like that gut.
Right. So I have a question in regards to that. So the first question is, and this is for everybody, okay? Is intuition something that is learned or just something that, felt? Because I do think it's both, but is it something that's just really instinctual? Like, are we born with it, or is it something that we learn over time, or could it be both? So what is your thought about that, honey?
I think it's something that's learned over time, but is also felt. Like it's when you're young, you don't really know what's right and what's wrong. You have to kind of learn those aspects. But as you grow, that gut feeling grows with you based off your experiences. So I think they kind of go hand in hand. It's got to be a mixture of both for me. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how I feel. Like, for instance, to give an example, when you're a little kid, you have so many less inhibitions because you haven't taught that could be something that's bad for you, right?
Right.
But as you get older and you've experienced things, or you've heard stories from other people that have experienced things, then these little feelers go up first with, I don't feel comfortable doing that. Something in my gut is telling me that that's not right. Or if I do this, there's another part of me that's saying I could get hurt.
Yeah.
Or this could be, even though other people are saying don't do this, this really feels like this is something that I should be doing. But I do think that it's both.
And you have to know yourself too. Like, you have to know yourself in order to trust that. And I think that's what this video is going to be about. These Mystic Mondays that we're doing twice a month, that's what this is going to be about, is learning how to trust yourself in a fun, safe environment where everybody's going to accept that about you, whether you're right or wrong, or whether you can laugh about it or joke about it, or just however it ends up going.
So the next question I had about that was, could intuition be that voice that is like a bridge between your conscious, which is your woken state or your awake conscious mind, to your sleeping unconscious mind, your dreamy, which, I mean, there's different waves, like alpha and delta, different like waves. Okay. So do you think that that's a bridge?
I think that it can be a bridge. I can see it as a bridge. I mean, how else would your conscious talk to you? You go to sleep and your subconscious talks to you via dreams, trying to connect things. And I think maybe that gut feeling is how your subconscious tries to connect with your aware state as well. How about you?
Yeah, I definitely think so because, I mean, for instance, maybe something that happened to you, and I go back to childhood again, that happened to you when you were a child that you blacked out, that you don't remember in your awakened state. Okay.
Yeah.
But you run across the same instance that happens as an adult, and all of a sudden you get this feeling that's saying, don't do it. So it wasn't necessarily something that you actually remembered that you went through. It was your subconscious that like locked it up somewhere, you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
And
I could see that.
with
Yeah.
saying, is it something also that could have stemmed from a previous lifetime, a past life? Is our intuition something like that?
That's an interesting concept. I'd never thought about that, the idea of it being based off our past life. That's, yeah, I didn't think about that at all. But
Yeah,
I can see it. I can see how that's entirely a possibility, especially for those who believe in past lives and reincarnation.
exactly, Lady Night. Just like deja vu. Yeah, deja vu. Exactly right. You know, there was this one time leaving out of the house one time. It just, and I think this was around the time that I had just got done reading A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle about really being in the now. And there's a reason why we need to be in the now. But we lived on a really busy street. Okay. And sometimes it was really, really difficult in order to get out of our driveway because it was such a busy street. So we would complain. It was like you had to, get around like 10 minutes prior to that because in order to just find the time to get out. Or people would just be complaining, in traffic and stuff like that. Well, it's just going to take forever. People are so slow, blah, blah, blah. How do you know that you are not avoiding an accident down the road?
Yeah.
You know, by it taking. So I think that's just one of the things that we need to listen to and just say, be in the now and just go, okay.
Yeah.
There's probably a reason why I shouldn't be in that place at that time.
That's what I say. Everything happens for a reason. Hi, Patsy.
Hi, Patsy. Johnny says, I had a dream about me, Johnny Depp, together at our backstage at our concerts with our rock bands in my dream. That's very cool, Johnny. Really cool. So another question would be, do you also think that our intuition is also a bridge between this, our incarnation, with our higher self as well, and or spirit guides?
Spirit guides? Maybe I
Spirit
could see some,
guides.
yeah, maybe I could see some spirit guides. I could see that. I mean, but then how would you know the difference between it being your higher self or your spirit guide or just your subconscious?
Maybe through meditation
Maybe
or a deeper connection, knowing the difference. I mean, I don't
practice.
know.
Practice. That's what would help you. Knowing yourself is practice.
Yeah. So, hi, Tanya. Nice to see you, honey.
Hi, Tanya.
And the other question that I had was, is intuition the same thing as psychic ability? What are your thoughts on that?
I do not think it's the same. I think that my intuition is not going to tell me what's going to happen tomorrow or what's going to happen next month or what's going to happen with somebody that I love. Whereas a psychic ability, like a psychic dream, say, would give me that information. But intuition is based off what I've been through, what my higher self is telling me, what my subconscious is telling me, and of course, maybe what my spirit guides are telling me. Who knows? Maybe the fairies are chatting up in my ears. I don't know. But I have to learn that, but I don't think it's the same as the psychic part of it. I think they're very different aspects of how you go about doing something and how you learn things and learn yourself and what you can and can't do.
I think so too. Because a psychic would know what card color I'm holding up right here, right?
Ooh, I'm going to go with red. Oh, man. Dang it.
Guys, we have been playing this for a while. I'm just saying, we both really suck at it. And really
We do. We do. We suck. So, what we're going to do up next, because we've talked about some clairvoyance, we've talked about some psychic stuff, we've talked about some intuition and everything else, but now we need to get to some games.
Well, hold on, because we really haven't.
No?
No. We talked about whether or not it's a psychic ability.
Oh, okay, yes. We haven't gone into the clairvoyant. We haven't gone into the clairvoyant yet.
Right. What are the psychic abilities?
Okay.
We have clear seeing, which is clairvoyance.
Okay.
So if I'm holding up a color here, clairvoyance would be seeing that color in your mind's eye, right?
Okay, yeah.
Actually having that visual. However, clear sensing, which is clear feeling, you could associate this color with a certain feeling that you have when you see this color, rather than actually seeing it in your mind's eye.
So like red could feel hot.
Or blue could feel watery or fluidy or cold water. Green can feel like earthy, like touching a plant, or smelling. Well, that would be a different one, which is I hadn't even touched on yet, which is clear salience, which is clear smelling. So you could have a smell come across all of a sudden of maybe like an herb or grass or something like that for the color green.
Okay.
I mean, it really depends on the person and knowing those signs in yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we have clear cognizance, which is a clear knowing, which is very popular for, or very common for people that are heavy dreamers, working kind of through those things. And then they wake up in the morning, they don't understand how they know, they just know.
Yeah.
Clairaudience is like hearing something, or let's say, for instance, somebody's about ready to call. So in your mind, you hear like a ringing, and then all of a sudden somebody calls, or you think of a song and you turn on the radio and it's playing.
Yeah.
Or you're hearing somebody's voice in your head and, you know, they call or they text you or something.
Right.
Okay. And then we have clairgustance, which is clear tasting. So
tasting, like,
think of your grandma and all of a sudden the cookies that she used to bake or that you used to eat, or, you know, come into your, something like that. This was also something that was used, a lot of detectives on crime scenes. They would have like a taste of a certain drug or something that was in their mouth, and that was a good thing that they would say, okay, I want you to test for like the toxicity of this person's blood or something.
Okay.
Clairtangency is touching something. So for instance, if you want to develop that a little bit, maybe hold on to like a crystal, whatever kind of feeling that particular crystal gives you. And then, you know, test a few of them and then put some in a box, or have somebody put some in a box, and then concentrate on what you're feeling. Is it the same kind of energy that you were feeling when you were holding that crystal? And guess what was in the box, what they put in the box.
Okay.
Clear empathy. Everybody knows what empathy is, really. I mean, just that feeling, you know, that kind of comes across in a lot of these feelings. So yeah, those are the different ways and things that we can pay attention to when we're doing anything. And it also helps, I think, when you're doing your tarot readings, like for instance, we were talking before, a King of Hearts comes up. When you see that card, is there a certain person that you associate that King of Hearts with? And then all of a sudden, if you're doing a reading and that person pops into your mind, is it because it's about somebody that's like that you can tell you're for it? Somebody like that.
Yeah, I could see that.
So
And it's all about how we perceive things, right? We talked about that before, and that perception. So when we jump into these games and these exercises, somebody might see the suit of cups as blue, cups, water, or the word cup might even come to mind.
Right.
So it's all about perception.
Exactly right. Okay, so as we're doing these next tests, these are going to be really, really quick ones.
I'm so excited.
Just to try and, like, you know, shake things up, get you kind of in that mode a little bit to see how in tune you are.
Yeah. We're going to do some quick in tune. You guys are going to have, oh, and Rochelle too, because you're going to do tarot with me, right, Rochelle? We're going to each switch off?
I mean, I can.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, because I kind of want to participate.
All right.
I'm just so excited. All right, guys, I'm using a fairy deck. I'm using the Crystal Visions. I took out all the major arcana, so you don't have to worry about guessing major arcana. These are just the suits: cups, wands.
Yes, Lady Knight.
Pentacles and swords. So that's what's in the deck. So that's what everybody can guess. And the whole point is that everybody should be participating. It's a lightning round. You have 15 seconds, give or take, to guess the card. The idea is to guess it as quickly as possible and as accurately as possible. But then, yep, your first instinct. But then you get to laugh at how much I guess wrong. And Rochelle, because we've tried this out and we've realized we are wrong a lot.
Most of the time.
Yeah. What was it? We did that one and we got what? 4 out of 10, right? Was that?
I think it was 4 out of 15.
Oh, what? Oh, 4 out of 15. Yeah, 4 out of 15. So really, it's okay. It's just for fun. We're just enjoying ourselves. So please jump in wherever. And then periodically, I will try to mention, me and Rochelle will try to mention for anybody coming in what we are doing, okay? All right, so are you ready to start?
I'm ready. Yeah. I say let's explain for them though. What we're going to do, we're going to hold up a card. We're going to guess it also, and you guys guess it, and we won't go on, we won't reveal it until everyone has guessed that wants to guess. And then
as many as possible anyways. Depends on how many people are in here.
Right. So go.
Okay. I'm excited. All right. What is it? Is it cups, wands, pentacles, or swords?
I say wands. And don't show it yet. Let's see what everyone else.
We're waiting. We got that delay that we have to pay attention to.
Exactly.
Should I reveal?
Hi, Bo Sadie. Reveal it.
All right. Guess what? You got it right. Look at you go!
Okay, I have to write this down because, you know, that's like historic for me.
Right? The very first time when you get it right. That's freaking amazing.
And look at how many people got it right. You guys
So you guys should know, I actually don't see most everybody's comments. I am literally way behind on comments.
So Lady Knight said wands.
Nice.
Patsy said wands. Johnny said wands. You guys friggin' rock.
Awesome. Ooh, the first card is a go. All right, so you're doing it next, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I didn't separate these, so.
That's okay.
I'm just, if it's not right, I'll pull it up. Okay.
All right.
Oops. Go.
Cups. Is it sad? I want to second guess myself.
You remember that you wanted to second guess.
Yep.
What would you have said in your second guess?
I was thinking swords in my second guess.
Okay, so We've got 4 people that have responded.
Okay.
Let's tell them. You got it, girlfriend.
I got it! Yes! Yes! Cups! Cups! Why did I want to think it was swords, though? Like, isn't that interesting? Like, how you would make yourself second guess something because, like, oh my God, am I right? I want to be right.
Is that where the difference between your gut instinct, your intuition, and your logical mind comes in and says, no, it's something different?
Right, right.
Yeah. So, Lady Knight, that's 2 for you, honey. Patsy, swords. Johnny, cups.
Nice.
Swords. I went cups, no swords. Right on. I take that back. Exactly.
Right. Take it back. Okay. Just so you know, I am gonna watch it on my phone so that I can try to keep up with the comments better, because on the screen it's so delayed. It's crazy.
It really is.
It's crazy. All right, are you guys ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay. For those just joining us, you are choosing if this card is cups, swords, wands, or pentacles. First guess, just throw it out there. Don't even think about it. Just throw it in the comments.
I say pentacles. Okay. So we've got Lady Knight who says pentacles. We've got Patsy who says pentacles. We have Bosadie that says wands. And we have Johnny that says pentacles.
All right, you guys ready?
Swords.
All right. I'm putting them in 2 piles, just so you know. The ones you got right, Rochelle, and the ones you got wrong. Because, I'm like that.
Thank you.
I know you want to know. Don't even try to pretend you don't.
Oh, I do. I just joke. Thanks for showing me how I epically fail. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Oh, I started to grab the wrong one. Okay, here we go, guys.
Wands.
Are you sure it was swords?
Oh. All right. So far, we've got Lady Knight says swords. Patsy says cups. B says cups. Let's see if a couple more say anything. Johnny says pentacles.
Are we ready, guys?
Wands!
Oh, wands.
Yeah. I'm all excited about all this. I'm all excited.
It's so fun, isn't it?
It is.
Just not to take it that seriously, but it also shows you to pay attention. Is it your first one, or do you rethink it?
Yeah, exactly. It's totally about trusting yourself. Don't worry, Patsy. We're all crap at this, honestly. All right. Are we ready?
It's go time.
All right. Deep breath. What's the card? Cups, wands, pentacles, swords?
I'm saying swords. So, Bosadie says swords. Patsy says cups. Lady says wand. Lady Maria, says wand. And Johnny says swords.
All right. You ready for the reveal?
What is that, cups?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it to focus. It doesn't want to. There we go.
Let's hear it for Patsy. You go, girl.
Yeah, she got it right. Woo, woo.
All right. Well, can't do that one. All right. Are we ready?
Okay. Pentacles. Oh my gosh. All right, all right. So far we have Patsy saying swords, B is saying wands, Johnny says pentacles, and Lady Knight says swords.
Wands.
Wands! Oh my goodness!
You go.
Fail. Utter fail on my end. Dang it.
What did you say? Did you say pentacles?
Yeah. Yeah, I said pentacles.
So far, we're the same. We've had one right and then we got two wrong.
Yeah, yeah. This is bad.
I know.
Man, oh man, oh man. Right? You started out so good. And B, she says she finally got one right. Because B got it.
I think we've all gotten one right now.
Yeah. I think so. So far, yeah.
Oh, no. Lady Knight's had two right.
Has she?
She's leading the board.
Yeah,
Maria. I'm sorry, Maria. I'm so used to calling you Lady Knight.
Leaderboard. All right, are we ready?
Yep, she got two. Pentacles. And let me shuffle mine and try to get rid of it.
All right, looks like we've got B saying cups, Patsy saying cups, Lady Knight saying wands, and you said pentacles?
I said pentacles.
You are right. Could you go? You're keeping track of all of it, aren't you?
I am. I'm going to bury it if it's really bad, but I'm going to boast about it if it's really good.
Oh, I see how you are.
No, I mean, seriously, I just really don't take it too seriously. But it is good to pay attention. It's like a skill, I think, that you develop, you know?
Yeah, it's something that developed. I wonder, because we're going to do this twice a month, right? Once on my channel, once on yours. So I wonder how it will progress. Like, everybody who's participating, are we just going to continue to get better at guessing, or is our intuition actually going to take over and let us, figure it out? It'd be cool to see, like, how we progress, how we actually progress.
You got 3 right, Johnny? Way to go.
I got 2 right.
I got 2 right.
All right, are you ready? Or is it my turn or your turn? Your turn, huh?
No, it's my turn. See, that's our memory's so crappy. I think it's my turn.
Okay. Cups. Totally going cups. Come on, cups. It's like rolling some dice there. I could get addicted to this. I might get addicted to this.
It's so fun.
I'm really enjoying it. All right, so far we've got Patsy says wands, Lady Knight says wands, Johnny says cups.
And what about Maria? Oh, I'm sorry. What about Bosadie?
I don't have her answer just yet. There might be a delay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to show what it is.
Okay.
Pentacles.
I think me and Pentacles are not friends.
That's something that I was going to say also. Are some of these guesses because we are more drawn to a certain suit or a certain element?
That's interesting. Yeah. It's entirely possible. I think I'm more drawn to cups. What about you? Do you think you're more drawn to one?
Pentacles. Pentacles and wands. Those are my two suits. Well, I like cups too. But I think the first thing when I'm thinking about, the only one I don't really like is swords.
Really?
I really don't like swords.
I don't mind swords. What about you guys? Let us know. Let us know in the comments. We'll just keep going, but let us know in the comments what.
Yeah, are you partial to one?
Huh?
Yeah. Are you guys partial to a certain one?
Yeah, absolutely. I like cups. I do like swords. I think pentacles is the one I'm not as partial to.
Being a Capricorn, that's really funny.
Why?
Because that is the sign, that is like the Capricorn. You're like the Queen of Pentacles.
Well, it's not my suit, okay? It's not my suit. All right, are you ready?
And Patsy loves swords.
Go, Patsy.
Loves the cups. Yeah.
All right. Ready?
Go for it.
What do you got?
I'm thinking wands. Okay, so that's very much an earth sign, Patsy. Okay, so we've got cups for Patsy. We've got Johnny with wands. We've got cups for Maria.
Ready?
Yep. Swords. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Are you guys keeping track of the ones you're getting and the ones you're not?
Patsy says, damn. That's right. I'm with you.
All right. We ready?
I'm ready. Swords. The blue bottom is confusing my mental powers. All right, so we got Patsy says wands, Johnny says swords, and Lady Knight says pentacles.
And what did you say?
I said swords. Oh my goodness! Oh my, it's my suit! Ah!
Oh my goodness.
All right, so we got about 2 more minutes before we got to move on, so we'll do just a couple more, okay?
All right.
We're trying to keep this within an hour, and we have another section of exercises we want to do. Hi, Mystic Sunchild. Anybody who is just joining us, we are on lightning rounds trying to guess the suit of tarot cards. Your first guess is what needs to go in the comments, and you get to watch us fail horribly.
Epic.
All right. So, okay. Ready?
Go for it.
Ready? All right. Guess it. Is it pentacles? Is it swords? Is it cups? Or is it wands? First guess.
Swords.
We're on a swords kick, aren't we?
I'm trying to choose the one that I would not normally choose.
Why?
Because maybe that's why I'm blocked a little bit, because it's not what I prefer. So the first thing, that's the first thing that popped in my head now. Maybe because of us talking about that.
Maybe.
And it's probably not swords.
Don't worry, I'll tell you in just a couple more seconds.
All right. Cool.
All right, so it looks like we have Lady Knight says something red. Johnny says wands. Any other guesses before I turn this around?
I think Patsy said swords also. Oh, and Vivi said cups.
All right, are we ready? Pentacles, ladies and gentlemen. Pentacles.
Oh, that's
All right,
so
we're at 35 minutes, so we've got time for one more card before moving on to Rochelle's Uno card.
All right. And those might be easier because sometimes it's easier seeing like symbols or seeing like colors.
They might be. Yeah, they might be.
All right. Let me shuffle
all right. I can get this one. I can get it right. I know I can. I know I can.
You got this.
I'm the little engine that could. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can.
All right. Let's see. What do we got here? All right. You guys ready? Fancy.
Cups. I'm going with cups. That's my final answer. Oh my goodness. All right, okay. So we've got Patsy has cups, Mystic Sunchild says swords, Johnny says wands, and Lady Knight says pentacles.
You rock it, Lady Knight.
Go, Maria. Lady Knight. I think she's got most of them right.
She's gotten quite a few of them right. That was friggin' awesome.
Yes, it was fun. You got these ones right, Rochelle.
2?
Yep. We got this. We got this.
Okay. So the next thing we're going to do then, this time instead of doing a lightning round, we're going to take our time a little bit more. I'm going to suggest either closing your eyes, taking a deep breath, and think of one of the 4 colors. And I'm using Uno cards, which are very predominantly one of the 4 colors that you see across the screen here. So the things that you can think of is like, however you associate those colors, those feelings. And if you don't have any kind of association with them, maybe you'll get one. You know what I mean? As you're trying this exercise, so to speak.
So we're closing our eyes, we're taking a deep breath, we're really concentrating, trying to find out what the card is based off what our higher selves are telling us.
And paying attention to what your body is telling you. Are you getting a twitching? Are you getting a tingling in your fingers? Are you getting like a feeling or a smell or anything like that? Okay. And so you might want to write those down. 3 out of 12 is actually pretty good. But I mean, it doesn't show you that there is a huge difference between psychic ability and intuition? Yep. And how intuition is something that it can be, in most cases, from what I've seen, learned. Yeah. From life experiences, right?
Listening to yourself, listening to your body and your brain, and trying to figure out, you know, you got to know yourself in order to do it right. You got to know yourself in order to be able to trust yourself.
Exactly. All right. So I am going to also push this out in my mind, the color that I'm seeing, so that hopefully we can sync up a little bit and you guys are going to feel it. We'll see how this round goes. You're going to have a couple more minutes just to think about it, okay? Okay.
So we're guessing the color, right?
Yes. What's the color?
Red, blue, green, or yellow. All right, I'm going to choose red. I saw it in my head rather than the actual, for me, we've talked before, and normally I see words, but this time I saw an image, which was interesting.
That's interesting. Has everyone answered?
Well, looks like we've got Lady Knight said green, Johnny says blue, Patsy says red, Mystic Sunchild said red, I said red.
Okay.
Yellow.
But you know what? Doesn't yellow and red or yellow and red make brown? Because she said she's seen brown.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting.
I was trying to push out like yellow and sunshine, like the sun. So
I think my image froze.
it did.
Yeah.
Maybe click out of it and come back in, honey.
On the camera?
Yeah.
I don't think that fixed it.
Broke up.
That's okay.
That's live for you guys.
That's live. All right, I'm going to go with blue.
You got chills. Has everyone answered? We've got green, we've got red, we've got blue and blue. Who hasn't answered?
There, I fixed it.
Because you're awesome.
I know.
Oh, yeah, you said blue.
I said blue, and it's green. I am bad at colors, really bad at colors.
It's difficult. I mean, unless you are like literally friggin' psychic, you know, you don't have any instinct of what it would be. There's no experience there.
So, okay, so here's something else to consider. How are you like pushing that out there? Are you pushing it out there in the word? Are you pushing it out there in the color? Are you pushing it out there like if it's green, are you saying leaves? Like, how are you doing that? What are you pushing out in the energy?
Well, for the green, I thought of earth and trees, like evergreen trees.
Okay.
And I also looked at the color and put the color green out. But you know what? You're right.
Patsy's colorblind.
The words. You're colorblind.
That's interesting. Huh.
All right. Here's the next one. Pay attention to your body. Any smells? Any visions? Any feelings?
I'm going to go with yellow.
Okay, so Vivi said yellow. Patsy said yellow. Maria said red. And Johnny said red.
Okay.
And it was red.
It's red. Well, isn't that interesting how many people said yellow?
You know what? I think it's also kind of hard because you're seeing yellow and red right here.
Oh, that's true. So, that's true.
But I want to show you the card so that you're actually seeing that I'm not like switching them.
Right,
right. You know what I mean? So I don't know what to do there.
I don't think you have to worry about it, really. I mean, we just have to get past the association. That's about knowing yourself. It's because that those associations about something you see can interfere with your readings, right? That's part of the intuitive readings. When you're looking at something, if you can't see past it, it's a lot harder to be open.
Yeah. And you know what? Maria just said she was paying attention to her body and her middle got a little bit warm.
That's interesting. And warm is red, right? Hot is red. Yeah.
Exactly. There was something else I was going to say about it as well, and now I can't remember. You know me. It'll probably come to me like when it's over, right?
Right, right.
Let me try to.
So we got about 5 more minutes of this before we open this to open discussion.
All right.
All right. I can do it. I'm going to go with blue.
You guys are doing better.
Oh my gosh. So I have to tell you, I was paying attention to what my body was doing and I was floating.
And Maria got blue, Vivi got blue, Johnny got blue.
Patsy got yellow.
Patsy got yellow. But you know what, honey? If you're colorblind, that is kind of difficult.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's why we're going to try different things. We're not going to always have colors. We're not going to always have the suits. We're going to try major arcana. We're going to try numbers. We're going to try all sorts of different things as we move forward.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But you can do this with, I mean, literally trying to work with your intuition and stuff like that. You can do it with Uno cards. You can do it with tarot cards. You can do it with regular old dollar store playing cards.
Yeah, we're gonna do a session with those one of these times too, right?
Yeah, I would also like to do like crystals. Like, let's say I have 3 crystals. What one is in the box, and show you the picture. What one's in the box. So, but also with color association. How does a certain color? What do you associate with that color? Like green. What do you associate with that? Like healing, earth. Money. What do you associate with that? What's the first thing that comes to your mind? You know,
grass, apples, leaves is what comes to my mind when you say green, and corny.
And she is revealing herself.
You heard nothing. You heard nothing.
So, bless her heart. All right. Here we go. One last one, and then we'll answer, or let's talk about some of these things that we were talking about.
Okay. One last one. Okay.
Was any different for you guys?
I've got one right out of this. I can do this.
Hi, Lori. She's just coming in. What we're doing, sweetie, is I want you to pick whether or not this card is red, green, blue, or yellow, and take your time. What, any feelings that you have in your body that would associate with this color.
I'm going to go with red. Yellow. Oh. I wasn't floating this time, so I guess.
Yeah.
Should we do one more? I mean, technically we're at 48 minutes. We got till the 50 mark before we start Q&A.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it, guys, like an hour or less.
So we got red, we got green, we got yellow. Red. Okay, next one. Okay. All right.
I'm also projecting the word.
Okay.
The actual color and association.
Okay. Green.
What does everyone else say?
So far we have green, red, blue, red, green.
All right. Green it was.
Yes.
You got it.
You know what I was thinking of?
Good job, Johnny.
You know what I was thinking of? I was thinking of the way it feels when my feet touch the grass.
Oh, that's a good one.
Weird?
No, it's not. Yeah,
No?
green is very grounding too, if you think of like the earth and.
Thanks, Patsy. I'm so excited. I got 2 right. I'm 2 for 2 in both sections. Lightning round, I did 2, and this one I got 2. All right. So let's talk about some of this. But before we talk about it, does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have anything they want to say? Like, tell us in the comments so we can discuss it, because we would like to discuss it with you. This is fun and this is entertaining, but we also want to get to know ourselves. What were you guys feeling? How did you guys like this lightning round versus the exercise round? Like, Was there a difference for you? Could you tell the differences? Those kinds of things. So we'll give you guys a couple of minutes to comment down there.
Yeah. And is there something that you would like to see? I mean, something that we can test.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, your phone's doing that weird thing with your voice.
What do you mean? I'm like, oh.
You're all weird with your voice because it messed up on your phone. Like it does with me for you sometimes. Yeah, I did that. It just did that. You're really low right now. You just might have to talk a little bit louder.
You can't hear me very much.
Not as well as we could, or I could.
What about you guys?
Let's
I
see.
did better when I didn't look at the cards, just closed my eyes and tried to feel it exactly. That's how I am. Just close your eyes and just see what your body is doing, or any thoughts that come into your mind.
Yep. Patsy said she liked both. She enjoyed both.
Jenny and far away. Let me get out of it and then put me back in.
Okay, yeah.
Or try removing me and put me back in.
All right, give me just a second. All right, guys, we're having technical difficulties. Give us just a second. All right, I'm going to try to add her back in. All right. Nope, still the same.
Let me leave, and I'll come back.
Okay. Yeah, her voice sounds really tiny. It's one of those. It happens sometimes because she's on her phone. Yeah, an echo. That's what it kind of sounds like, is an echo. You're right. You can hear her. It's just hard to hear. Okay, try again.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, much better. Yay! You too.
I was very late, but today I have a headache.
Oh.
That's a migraine, so I will have to watch this back from the beginning. I'm sorry.
Feel better. Oh.
Yeah, definitely.
That's awful.
The kind of thing as a teen with my BFF with in-sync
pictures.
We got quite good at that. Is cool.
Yep.
All right. So would anybody like to see it a certain way? I mean, something different to try, if you have any suggestions.
This is a new series for us, so we are totally open to suggestions. If there's something that you can think of that you want to try, we would be willing to try it because it might come out really fun.
Exactly. Maybe so we should maybe try some pictures.
Yeah.
Well, you can't base it on intuition. That's kind of what I wanted to touch on again. After doing this kind of exercise, I think that really shows us the difference between having actual psychic abilities and being able to use your intuition, which is something that you have learned from the time you were a child. You know, those things that you do and the things that you don't. Or is it something that also came from a past life? Is it a connection that you have with your higher self or a spirit guide? Or because intuition, I don't see this as intuition. I really, really don't. I see this as a skill that you build that has like a psychic effect or tapping into, let's say, like the Akashic records or this stream of something that where we're all connected, not your intuition.
Okay. Lady Knight says maybe we could try it with symbols, star, wave, circle. Hi, Pagan Pathways. We just got done doing lightning round tarot cards, and we just got done doing exercises. So now we're just talking about intuition and psychic and the differences and listening to our bodies and answering questions and stuff like that.
Hi, Jessica. Yeah, and that's something that I was telling Summer, because when we were doing it at first, what she sees really is like words, because she's a word person, and I associate more with like symbols. And that's also where we're kind of learning what we see in our mind's eye, you know, so because everyone's different. So I was trying to do Zener cards, but Zener cards with colors, you know, well, I was trying to do like earth, the symbols for earth, water, you know, fire, and and then spirit, of course, but I couldn't get them to print out where you wouldn't have been able to see the colors from the back, and that's kind of cheating. So I got to figure out something there, or just get a thing of Zender cards, or just make them or something.
So
Yeah.
Whale Song makes a good point, like about something. Like I don't know if this is what was meant by it, but talks about simple shapes might work. You would be using multiple senses and projecting. You could draw it. So if you had a piece of paper in front of you and you were looking at the card, maybe drawing would be a form of finding out what that card is. That's a really interesting
That's a good way of doing it. Okay, let me make a shape really quick and see if any of you guys can figure out what the shape is.
I'm gonna try to draw it. Now I want to try it and see. All right. Give me a pen. Give me a pen.
All right, I just made a shape.
You just made a shape?
Yeah. Okay. Circle, square, triangle, star, or squiggly line. Those are the Zender cards.
Okay.
So what of those 5 did I just make? Maybe tarot cards are a bit busy on the images, might make it difficult to project.
I did a square.
Oh, I did a square.
Oh my gosh! Yay! I'm a writer. Paper, pen. Got this.
Trace it again, please.
Huh?
So you want me to do it again so you can see it? Oh, you were, because it's delayed.
Oh yeah, the delayed response. Sorry.
Yeah, definitely, Maria. I would say you are definitely in touch with that psychic stuff you got going on, honey. Definitely.
Thanks, Mystic Sunshine. Working on it. So yes, I might be able to draw things. I might try that next time. Next time over on your channel, because we're doing your channel in what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Right? 2 weeks we're doing your channel?
Yes.
So maybe that's what I'll try next time, is I'll try drawing or writing it out, automatic writing kind of thing. That would be interesting.
That will be date-wise the 23rd, March 23rd.
Okay.
Same time, 3 p.m.
All right, so how do you guys feel about this? Like, really, how did you feel? I mean, were you entertained? I hope you were entertained, because I really want you to be entertained.
And do you feel like there is a major difference between intuition and psychic ability?
Yeah, I think there is. But I also think I can learn. I think by doing this, I can learn how to be a little bit more in touch with my psychic side.
Trusting your gut. Absolutely. Lori, that is the big thing. She said, I saw a square first, then changed it to a circle. The circle felt really strong. This is fun. Yeah, because there is a difference between our instincts and our logical mind, right?
Right.
So that's the problem that we have most often when we get things wrong. It's because we weren't trusting our first instinct and we went with that logical mind. But sometimes it's also good to have discernment between both, closing that bridge in where it affects both things, or we're using both of those things equally. If that's even possible, I don't know, but these exercises might help that.
Yeah, they might. We'll see how it works over time. And Lady Knight talks about slightly frustrated for getting so many wrong, but honestly, this is where you're really looking at yourself. You're really paying attention to your own body, and you're really paying attention to what you see, what you feel, and stuff like that. Which is why over time it might be better. It might do better. It might expand for you. Closed eyes.
Yeah, but it really shows that intuition and psychic ability are two totally different things.
But I don't mind. I mean, because doing it this way, I am still listening to my gut because I'm trying to listen to my body, but I'm also tapping in to the psychic ability that I may or may not have, because I don't know if I'm psychic. We'll find out, I guess.
Yeah. Intuition, though, I don't want anyone here to think that your intuition is off, because what we were doing was not really intuition work. Not really.
Yeah.
What we were doing here is like building on your psychic abilities, because I believe everybody has those abilities. It's just 9 times out of 10 when we second guess it and we don't trust what we're seeing, or what, like, I just have this bad feeling not to get on that plane, and everyone kind of laughs it off. And even if the plane didn't crash, maybe something horrible happened, or maybe you got a really bad cold or the flu or whatever from that plane ride.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But all too often, woo-woo ideas are just kind of swept aside. Oh, you're just crazy, blah, blah, blah. Where'd that come from? And I think we got to learn to trust it more.
Well, yeah. And speaking of that, we tend to do that to ourselves. We say, oh, well, it's my gut feeling, so it's probably not right. And it doesn't matter what it is, whether you're driving, walking into a store, trying to read tarot cards with us, as we miserably fail with you. But the point is that we all do that. We say, we second guess it. We're like, it's probably nothing. We just kind of let it go and move on.
Yeah, exactly. But that has nothing to do with actual life things that you learn as you go.
Yep.
Instincts about a person, maybe because you've seen that personality type before and you didn't mesh, and maybe other things happened and you knew to kind of like steer. That's like intuition. It doesn't mean psychic ability. That means intuition, and you should definitely trust your intuition. That is there for you, because that is something that you have learned throughout, even if you don't remember. It could be something that's lying dormant.
Yep.
And that's your subconscious saying, okay, wait a minute, girl, stop. So
Yep.
Exactly.
All right. So I'm looking up through the comments to see if anybody has any questions.
Maria said she trusts her gut feelings more than her brain. That's me. I second guess my gut feelings all the time, but I end up usually going with my gut feeling. She said it literally saved her from a car accident.
Wow.
And that's what it is, Lori, exercising your psychic muscles and paying attention to signs, whether it be a feeling or a thought.
Mm-hmm. So I know Lady Knight had talked about antennas, and I've decided mine are wings.
Well, there's a shocker.
My psychic wings. All right, so we're at 1 minute, or 1 hour, 1 minute. 1 hour, 3 minutes. We should probably wrap this up. Is there anything you want to just reiterate, Rochelle, or anything like that? And please know, we will be doing this again in a couple of weeks over on Rochelle's channel.
All I would say is, don't beat yourself up, but practice. If you really, really want to, strengthen that, just keep on practicing. And you can practice with so many different things. I've seen like Amber over at Lavender Moon talking about how she'll be watching something, and then she'll be shuffling her tarot cards, and she'll say, okay, what's going to happen? So by the end of the episode, the cards have kind of revealed themselves. So test yourself.
Yeah.
And then we'll just be back here in 2 weeks. And if you have any ideas, please leave them in the comments down below, and we'll try to incorporate those.
This was a lot of fun. I'm so glad we did this, Rochelle. I am. I had so much fun, and I really like laughing about it, and I didn't care that I got it wrong. I just enjoyed playing. I enjoyed having a good time with everybody. So
yeah. Thank you guys for joining us. It was awesome.
All right, you guys have a great day.